How does this weird stone bath mat help prevent slips?
Oh.
Do you hate?
Sorry about that. Need to get myself to come up here. Let me see. There we go. Go back to here, here. Okay, there I am. Okay, phone, stop going crazy.
Okay, phone, stop going crazy.
All right. Sorry about that, you guys. I just turned my phone on, so just adjusting my camera here, you guys. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot better. Hey, Artsy girl, how you doing? Yes, hugs. And there's 2 other people who aren't in chat, but that's fine. Okay, you guys, hey, Artsy girl, I'm just going to, actually, let's bring this camera back a little bit more. Okay. I'm just playing with the camera for a second, just doing some different adjusting. Still haven't worked out how to get this darn thing out of the way. But you know what I can do? I can move my work over. Yeah, that's a lot better. Let's just move my work over. Okay, so we have some people coming in. Let's see who we got coming in. Hey, Artsy girl, how are you? Oh, Artsy girl, I already said hi to you. Hey, Dragonheart, how are you doing? We're just waiting for a few other people to get in here, and I'm still just setting myself up. I have to clean these my readers. Anybody else pop up? Yeah, I think Patricia, how are you doing? Thanks for coming. We're getting started. We're just waiting for a few people. I know you guys are like, what do you have going there, Angela? Let me show you better here. That's the first thing we're going to make. It's called coffee bubble paper. And, you know, I don't know the girl's name. There's several people I watched who made it, but I think this one girl came up with it. I'm not for sure, but at any rate, it wasn't me. But I will try to put a link below at the end of this video of what video I got this from. How to make this bubble paper. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I need to get my box to get this stuff, get all this put away. That's what I was doing. And I will check the chat in just a second. I just want to find my box these stamps go into and get these off my table. Because I need some room. You know, I'm going to keep this out because this would be, I use this a lot in my backgrounds, but in my collages, but this would be good on the jelly plate. And it's a foam stamp. I sure wish they'd make really cool foam stamps like that again. I haven't seen them for a long while. They're not in style anymore. I wish they'd get back in style. It'd be great for the jelly plate. Okay, we have some more people coming in. Okay. Hey, okay, did I say hi to Dragonheart? I think I said hi to Dragonheart. If I didn't, welcome Dragonheart. Welcome Patricia. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, Archie girl. Coffee bubble paper. Cool, huh? Hey, Lisa. How you doing? Okay, so we have enough people in. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to work on taking jelly prints and really pushing the jelly prints. Also making some more background paper out of coffee and bubbles. It's called coffee bubble paper. I didn't come up with this. I saw a girl on YouTube, and I tried it a while back, and I've been wanting to do it again. I just hadn't done it, so I thought today would be a good day to do this. So what I have here, let me go through the bubble paper first and show you what it looks like. Show you how it can turn out. Isn't this fabulous? Look how, I'll bring it up close. Look how it looks like little cells. Isn't this neat? So we're going to take this and we're going to do, these are going to be backgrounds to do like now, to draw African and native symbols on, and also do some intuitive mark making symbols, and then it's just intuitive writing. I know all that doesn't make sense to some people, but it will make sense. Some people are like, what are you talking about? Isn't this the coolest paper? Now, you have to do it on, I've tried everything. I've tried watercolor paper. I've tried plain paper. The one girl that I watched, she said do it on mixed media paper. And you guys, that's when I got the best, like these bubbles, these really cool bubbles. It's on mixed media paper. I tried the watercolor paper. It's like the watercolor absorbs it too much. And regular cardstock or regular paper doesn't absorb it enough. So I just think it's so cool. I mean, it kind of, excuse my term, it kind of sucks for like collage because it's going to be so thick because it's mixed media paper, but who cares? It's cool enough that, you know, I'm willing to do that. So, so that's that. Let me see who's on chat because I can see a bunch of some people just came in, or maybe people are talking. Hey, Kelly, how are you doing? Hey, Northern Bird. Lisa, did I say hi to you yet? Hey, Lisa, if I didn't say hi to you yet. And everyone else, I think I said hi to. Patricia says she loves that look. Thank you. And if you missed it, like I said, I didn't come up with this idea of bubble coffee paper. I was watching a girl who did. I watched a couple of videos, but I think this one girl made it. It's the one who made it up. But I'm not sure. Whoever knows with these ideas, you know. But I will link below the video of the girl I learned how to make this coffee bubble paper. So that's what we're going to do first. This is just coffee stained, period. Which is cool. We're going to make some stuff out of this. These are my jelly prints that I'm going to further embellish. Remember, I'm always talking about that. I'm like, oh, this would be a good one to do some mark making on. So there's a ton of different ways we're going to make marks. We're going to do African and Native American symbols on them. Intuitive writing, intuitive symbols. We might bust out the mark making ones that I've made. Might bust those out. So these are all just prime jelly prints for all that kind of stuff that I was just talking about. Okay. I also like doing this on coffee stained like cardstock or paper. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to, before I get started with anything, we're going to just spray, just in case I don't have enough paper for the next 2 hours, which I probably do. Let's just take a few pieces of paper and coffee stain them with some coffee stain spray. So this is just this from the Dollar Tree. So when you want to make it dark, you can mix 1 cup of coffee with like a cup to a cup and a half of water. And then if you want to make it like a medium strength, you can mix like half of that. And then add a little bit of alcohol in it. And then you can keep it in a spray bottle like this. So the spray bottle I got at Dollar Tree too. Put some alcohol, I don't know, 3 or 4 tablespoons, just pour some in there. And then shake it up. And then that way it'll be a preservative so it doesn't get spoiled. I learned that from Robin McClendon. I've always coffee stained paper, so I didn't learn that from her. But I learned how to this mix and mixing up a dark and a medium, and also putting the alcohol in there and keeping it in a spray bottle. So now I can coffee stain whenever I want. It's not like I have to make a big ordeal about it. If I just want to coffee stain a few pieces, I can. I can coffee stain a whole bunch. So that's kind of cool. This is some paper that I had just. It used to be something I was doing like some type of journaling or something. I don't know. But I have a whole bunch of it. So I thought, let's turn all this paper into jelly prints. So when you clean out your room, you guys, or your craft room or your art studio, and you find a bunch of paper that you don't want anymore, save it for the jelly plate. And then that way that paper doesn't go to waste. Okay, are there some more people? Let's see what people are saying. Thank you, Archie Girl. Yeah, use caps if you want me to see any of the messages. Or if you want me to answer any questions. I think everyone's just saying hi to everybody. Yes. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Okay, so here's some plain paper. We're just going to spray this really quickly. And then we'll do the bubble paper. So I'm going to take my mixture that I just made. And just make some coffee stain paper. Because you know what? I need some coffee stain paper. I need some coffee stain paper badly. I don't really have too much anymore. And this will be also, so I spray it heavy in some spots and light in other spots. And I'll just kind of stack this over onto the side and then we'll lay all this on the floor. Is this a quick way to do some coffee stain paper? Fabulous! I'm also going to bust out some, oh, I'm not doing it so you guys can see. I'm also going to bust out some music note paper, I think, too. Coffee stain that. Embellishing. That's what I'm calling what I'm doing right now. I'm just embellishing jelly prints. I'm embellishing plain paper. We're doing coffee paper. So it's just some more techniques I've learned. I've learned to make more paper. I mean, we all know about coffee staining, but I love this idea that I got from Rob McClendon by putting it in a bottle like this and putting the alcohol in it and just having it ready to go whenever I need it. Because you can also take this in if you have a jelly print that you're not liking, you could coffee stain the jelly print. That's another idea, which we'll probably end up doing. All right. Let's do these other two really quick. And these will be ready to go too, to do intuitive writing, to do the native and African symbols on, the intuitive signing. Coffee stain paper is just fabulous for anything. You could take a bunch of stamps that you have and put a bunch of stamps on it. Okay, what I need to do is I need to go lay this on. I'll be back. I got to lay this on my floor. Just here in my studio. So I'm still here, just laying this coffee paper on the ground to dry. So just a second. What I really need is like a bigger one. I need a bigger studio, really. And I need a place where I can just lay wet stuff like this. A clothesline would be ideal. Oh, good. You guys are. I was looking at my iPad. You guys are seeing what I'm doing. All right. So let's do two at a time because this will take forever. And while they're drying, if you want to see more staining or more puddling somewhere, just as it's drying, just go over and give it another spray. All right, so I'm almost done. Just getting all this to the ground. And I could have done this with cardstock too, but I had all this paper I needed to use, so paper it is. Okay. I'm running out of floor space. Okay, here we go. Last two. All right. All right, so we'll start letting those dry. And let's get a paper towel, which this paper towel is going to be something else too. Now that I'm using it for to clean up this coffee, you can use this as paper too. Coffee stained paper towels. That's why I love mixed media. You just never run out of ideas. And you're never bored. I get bored. I think I get bored easily. So that's what I like about mixed media. It's just, you can do so many things. Nothing's a mistake. You can use everything. And if you're like me, it can keep you from getting bored with your art. If I just watercolored, and there's nothing wrong with people who watercolor, of course. But if I just watercolored, or if I just used acrylic, I would just be so bored for me. All right, so we'll let the coffee stained paper towels dry. Let's make sure there's nothing else on here. Not too wet. All right, so we'll let all those dry. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is we're going to make the bubble paper. If anybody just dropped in, we're making the stuff. Okay, so first things first, let me show you what we need. Hey, Janice, how are you doing? Glad you are here. Let me see who else has just popped in. Let's see. Oops. All right. Hey, Pom Pom 88. Welcome. Who else just came in? I said hi to Janice. Yay, I'm glad you made it, Janice. Butterfly Mom. Hey, girl, how you doing? Okay, oh, Janice, don't worry if you're late. That's fine. We just got started. Somebody asked me a question. Patricia wants to know, forgot what you put in the spray bottle. Okay, what I put in the spray bottle is, in the spray bottle, I have, what do I have? God, my brain. Coffee, instant coffee, water, and alcohol. So if you want to make it dark, I get 2 bottles from Dollar Tree, 2 of these clear ones, so you can kind of see through them. Could be, you know, it doesn't have to be clear, but anyway, a cup of water, a cup and a half of water, and a cup of coffee. That'll make a nice dark roast of coffee. It'll make a dark, nice dark color to spray it. And then 3 or 4 tablespoons of alcohol, and that just acts as a preservative so it doesn't get spoiled. Now, if you want, and I mark it D for dark right here. Then I mark the next bottle L for light, and I just make a little bit lighter version in case I want it lighter. If you want it lighter, maybe do half and half. Do half water, half coffee. Half cup of water, half cup of coffee, or full cup of water and a half cup of coffee. Something along those lines. So that's all I did for this. And I bought this from Dollar Tree also. The coffee's from Dollar Tree, the instant coffee is from Dollar Tree, the bottle's from Dollar Tree. So you can make yourself this nice little coffee staining mixture, have it set to the side, and be able to coffee stain paper whenever you want. Okay. Okay, very good, Patricia. All right, let me see if anyone else says anything. Oh, good. Carolyn said she received the journals. Okay, very good. Yes, Carolyn, I mailed out the coloring books. I just got everything mailed out like yesterday. So if you won stuff last week, I just mailed it out yesterday. The stuff you won last, stuff that you won last Sunday, I just got mailed out Friday, Thursday, something like that. So is that when you won those, Carolyn? And everything else has been sent out also. Hey Kelly, how you doing? If I didn't say hi to you, I feel like I haven't said hi to you yet. Okay, I'm just looking at the messages. Okay, I think I'm doing good here. Okay, I think I've said hi to everyone and answered questions. Oh, hey Comfort Cottage, how you doing? As soon as I said that, she popped up right at the bottom. Okay. Comfort Cottage, we're making bubble paper. So that is what we're making. I'm going to show you guys how to make this bubble paper. You're going to tear this up and use it in your collages, your mixed media backgrounds. You can make cards, You can do anything with all this stuff. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take a water bottle and cut the bottom off of this. I'm using my awesome Tim Holtz scissors. You can just cut anything with these things. I absolutely love them. I don't tell you guys to buy everything, but those Tim Holtz scissors, I would buy them. You can cut plastic, wire, leather. It don't matter. It cuts everything. Okay, and this part just throw away. I don't need that. I already took the lid off of here. Okay. We're going to take a kid's sock I got from Dollar Tree. And we're going to put this over the bottom. It's kind of hard because the this water bottle is so cheap that it just like wants to collapse in on itself. But once I get it on, I think we'll be fine. And what makes me mad is I had one already all done, but I had it sitting around forever and I just got sick of looking at it. I threw it away in the garbage. And then the next day I was like, oh, I wanted to make some bubble paper. So now I'm making another one. Well, it's probably good I'm making another one so you guys can exactly see how to make it. So if you have a water bottle that wants to crush in on itself, just kind of straighten it up after you get it into this sock. Just a second. Let me just straighten this water bottle out. All right. Water bottle needs to calm down. All right. I think this is good enough. We'll soon find out. So it's not completely round because it wants to crush on itself. But anyway, that, and then take a rubber band. And tie this on. And the best thing to me is just pick yourself a pack. If you have little kids and they always have missing socks, go get a sock from your kid's drawer. It needs to be the thinner socks though, not the thick tube socks. It needs to be a thin, just a regular Dollar Tree sock, just not tube socks, because the bubbles have to go through this. Okay, so now we just created ourselves this little bubble maker right here. See if I can come down a little bit. Let me see what happens. Okay. So then I took this, and this is measured 1 cup of water with 2 tablespoons of dishwashing soap. Now the first time I used Dawn, but Dawn just, when I was like blowing through this, it just felt so toxic. Oh, I just did this wrong. We'll have to redo this a little bit at the top. But anyway, when I was blowing through this to make the bubbles, it just felt kind of toxic-y, so I didn't want to use Dawn, and I didn't like the way it was smelling. So this time I just used, I think I used Ajax soap. So this is 1 cup of water with 2 tablespoons of dishwashing detergent. And we're going to find out if we have to use Dawn. But I don't think so. They just said any dishwashing detergent would work. She didn't even use Dawn. I just know Dawn makes really good bubbles, but it just was too toxic when I had to blow it up. So that's what's in here. So I'm stirring up the 2 tablespoons of water, or 2 tablespoons of dish soap in 1 cup of water. Okay. All right. So we did that. Now I have to redo this. Let's just set this aside for a second. Yeah, you excited, Comfort Cottage, about making bubble paper? I know, it's really cool. Oh, thanks, Archie Girl, for putting that up. Oh, Carolyn, you won coloring books 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they haven't come yet? Okay. Tell me which coloring books you won, because I probably have doubles, and I can just send them out again. I wonder what happened. That's weird. Okay, so I have to take this back off of here. I forgot, I have to leave the bottle part, the top of it, I have to leave that exposed, because that's what I blow the bubbles through. It's probably been, I don't know, 6-8 weeks since I did this last time, so. All right, come off of here. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna have to cut this because I gotta. Oh, just a second. I'm trying to figure out how I did this last time. Did I even put? I thought I put a rubber band on here. Oh, we're gonna find out. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it like this, and there was no rubber band. I sure hope I remember how to do this since I just busted all this out. You know, I think this is how I did it. I think there isn't a rubber band involved because this part right here has to be exposed. All right, let me get the watercolor paper out and we're going to try this out. Not watercolor paper, mixed media paper. And that's the only paper I've seen yet that works with it is mixed media paper. All right, where the heck is my mixed media paper? It should be right here. Just a second. Just when you think you have everything out, you don't. Alrighty, where's the mixed media paper? All right, you guys, I'm still here. I'm just grabbing the mixed media paper. I might have to cut from my big pad. I thought I had some small pads of mixed media paper, but all I'm finding is watercolor paper. So, what the heck? All right, you guys are gonna get to watch me cut some paper down. I'm sure I have it somewhere else. I'm just not finding it. And I mean big sheets. Look at this. Big sheets like this. Crazy. All right, so let me... So you won't be really totally seeing everything here because I have to... cut this paper down. All right, this will be good here. So give me some equal sheets. Oh, let's see what people are saying. All right. About that, you guys. I could have sworn that I had some mixed media paper here. It might be the mixed media paper might be in my craft room. I have another storage area in there that I like to store paper, so maybe it's in there. I don't know. I got a lot of crap. It's not always easy to keep up with everything. I try my best to organize everything, but it doesn't always work out. Obviously. Okay. All right, so that big huge piece of paper, we cut them down into these. Very good. All right, they're a little smaller than I wanted, but you know what? They're very workable under this camera, so this is actually perfect size for being under the camera. All right. So let's put everything away except for this one. Like I said, this is mixed media paper, not watercolor paper, not cardstock. I tried it on everything, and the best thing has been this mixed media paper. So you just take this and you put it into your little soap mixture that you made. Oh, duh. You know what I forgot to put in here? I forgot to put the coffee because I want coffee stains, right? Duh. So I need like a tablespoon or two of coffee in here. So let me, you know, I'm not going to worry about the, I'm just going to put some in here. Then we'll mix it up. How in the world? Well, I would have remembered the coffee after I didn't see any coffee stains in there. So, I don't know. If you want exact measurements, maybe a tablespoon. And it's kind of to how dark you want your, how dark you want it to be. So, I may be adding more coffee to this. We'll see. So let's just put that down. Let's take a test drive and then we'll see if we're going to add more coffee or not. Oh, Lord, it's not working. Just a second. I might have to add more soap. I might have to, we'll see. Oh, it sure isn't working. All right, let me go see. Let me go grab some soap and see if I need to add more soap. If I have to use the, hey, Adrian, or if I have to use the Dawn soap. So just a second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I'm adding more soap to this. So let's add like another tablespoon or something. So now maybe 3 tablespoons. I'm not sure. I'm using, right now I'm using, what am I using? Brillo Basics dish soap. The first time I did this, I did use Dawn, so. So today this may not work because if I didn't use the Dawn, if maybe that's a difference. But the girl I learned this from, she said she didn't use Dawn, so I don't know. We're gonna find out. All right, let's see if we got this soapy enough now. So I just dipped it again. Let's see. This is what you want. See the bubbles? So I'm blowing through this top part here, and this is what you want to see, is these bubbles. And you want the bubbles just to lay on top of the paper. And I'm going to add a lot more coffee to this too. So to 1 cup of water, you'll probably want to add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of the soap. Any soap, because I just use this Brillo soap. Any dishwashing soap. Now the coffee stains on this is going to be lighter, but you just want to just let this, see how this is just sitting here? Take that and do not touch the bubbles and just take it over to the side and just let it dry on the ground. So let's get another piece of paper and do it again. On this coffee, you might want to mix like 1 cup of coffee and a half cup of the coffee, because I feel like it needs a lot to get it. I'm over here trying to give you guys measurements. I'm not an exact measurement person, obviously. I like to cook, not bake. So, it's hard because, you know, people always want exact measurements. So like, okay, what are the measurements? All right. I can tell by how dark this is. You know, let's put some paper towels underneath this whole thing. And then this way it's going to coffee stain this, these paper towels too, which we can use those. All right. Let me read chat real quick if somebody's saying anything. And towards the end, or as I see the papers developing, I'll show them to you guys. Okay, you want the cheerful inspirations? Okay, you know what? Let me blow this out and let me see if we have another cheerful inspirations I can send you, okay? Just 1 second. Oh, Carolyn, you know what? I remember what happened. Remember, I didn't have your address. I didn't have your address with your name or something like that. So your coloring books just got sent out on Monday, this last Monday. So why don't we wait a few days and then wait a few days and message me. If you haven't got it by like Wednesday of next week, message me, okay? Yours is one of those ones where everything got messed up and I just sent that out maybe Monday or Tuesday of this week, okay? That's why I was just thinking, what the heck happened with that? And I remember I had quite a few names I couldn't match up with addresses because it was the YouTube name and their real name. So that you were one of those. Isn't this cool looking, guys? Let me bring it up a little bit more so you guys are seeing everything. Moving the bubbles around a little bit. There we go. So you can't see me, but I'm just blowing through this top here. All right. So now that's what the paper looks like. It doesn't look like much, but when it dries, that's when we get this kind of stuff going on. Okay. So I'm going to take this and put this to the side. And for those who just came in or didn't know, I'm using a mixed media paper. It's the only paper that I've seen work with this. I tried watercolor paper. I tried watercolor paper. I tried cardstock. I tried regular paper. And what seems to work the best is the mixed media paper. So let's just make quite a few of these. No, you don't have to blow that hard, Janice. You won't blow out your lungs. And believe me, I had coronavirus, and it left me with some breathing issues. So I'm able to do it. So it's fine. Okay, let me see am I real behind in messages? Just a second. Okay. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? Glad to have you here. And Adrian, if I didn't say hi to you, hi, welcome. And Messer, I just saw you come in. Oh, Messer told me don't inhale. Sorry, girl, I missed your thing earlier. Welcome. Welcome, Loretta. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Okay, so for those who just came in, what I'm making is I'm making bubble coffee paper, and it looks like this. I will link the person down below where I learned this from. I've already made several sheets. Once it dries, this is what it looks like. And you can use this in, you know, collages, mixed media backgrounds, cards. You can do anything with this stuff. It's just you're making your own papers like we do with jelly printing. And what this is, for people who just walked in, this is a water bottle that I cut the bottom off of it. I used a kid's sock, wrapped it around, and then left this open here. This is a cup of water, 3 to 4 tablespoons of dishwasher detergent, and you mix 1 cup of coffee and about maybe a cup of water to a cup of coffee almost. Maybe 3/4 of a cup of coffee. You just want it pretty dark. 3 to 4 tablespoons of dish soap. Mix that up, and that's what I'm using to dip this into and to make these coffee bubbles. Yeah, blowing these bubbles is easy, artsy girl. It's as easy as just blowing bubbles when you're blowing bubbles outside. They come out real easy. And your bubbles get more intense because this thing gets just more and more full, you know? So check out those bubbles. Now, underneath this is the coffee, which I know sounds crazy, but it really is. It almost doesn't look like it, but there's coffee under there. Making bubbles. Okay, I have 2 on the ground right now that aren't doing that great, so we may re-blow on those. We'll see. We'll see what they do. And you know what? You want some of this coffee to drip on here. So let some of the coffee drip on there and then blow your bubbles over it. It's actually really fun. Really fun. And they kind of, you can spread out your bubbles just a little bit. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this one, put it over on the side. Huh. I'm keeping a sharp eye on it, but some of my bubbles are just going out. So maybe you do need to use the Dawn dish soap, because that's what I used originally, because it seems like my bubbles aren't strong enough. I'm gonna put some more soap in there. I put a lot of soap in here. The bubbles aren't holding like they did with the Dawn dish soap. So at least I'm showing you how to do it and how it should turn out. So I'm pretty much telling you guys, buy the Dawn. They have it at Dollar Tree too. They have smaller bottles there if you don't have Dawn at home. But you might want to use the Dawn to have a better chance at success. I added some more soap to this, so let's just see how this goes. All right. All right, now why are we not making bubbles anymore? This is crazy. What's going on? Oh, here we go. All right. It's making the bubbles good. The bubbles are just disappearing too fast. So like I said, if you're going to try this, use some Dawn dish soap. That's how I created the ones I showed you. I just didn't think it mattered because she told me it didn't matter, the girl who I learned this from. Yeah, we'll make a few more and then we'll see. Well, this is the last one because the last piece of paper I have, last mixed media cardstock I have. So we'll make one more and then we'll see how the ones do that I added more of the soap to. All right, what do things say? I'm covering my whole desk. I know. Oh, Adrian goes, okay, so you take an old water, you take a water bottle, cut off the bottom, okay? And then use, and I would use I would make it about this size because you have to blow air through it, okay? So cut it off so you have it about this size. That's the end of it where my hand is. And then take a kid's sock, wrap it around so it looks like that. And then fold it over so that the mouth part's exposed. And what I've been discovering here is it's about a cup of water, 3/4 to a cup of instant coffee, okay? And it's supposed to be 2 to 3 tablespoons of, or 3 to 4 tablespoons of dish soap. Well, when I first did it, I used the Dawn, and the Dawn seems to be doing better because you need the bubbles to sit here for a while and let the paper get stained with the bubbles. Well, I had to add a whole extra bunch of this for there to be any bubbles that were actually staying around. So what I suggest is to use the Dawn dish soap because that's how I created these kind of bubbles. See? So I'm showing you the technique. I don't know if these papers are going to turn out like that or not because I'm not using Dawn. And the reason I didn't use Dawn again is because it was so, to me when I was blowing through it, was so toxic-y feeling to my throat. So, but if I want to do it, that might be the only way I'll be able to do it. So I know anybody who's just like coming on is like, what the hell is Angela doing? Okay. So I'm kind of going overboard with these bubbles because they need to stay here on this paper. So I'm going to do extra bubbles like this. Like this is like bubbles really high. Look how high those bubbles are. Okay, so we got a little crazy with these bubbles. I'm going to show you what happened to one of the earlier ones where I didn't add more soap to. Look. What the hell is that? Okay, let's try it again. iPad is refreshing itself. Hey Patty, how you doing? I know I'm buffering too. Am I back? Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I just buffered too. I don't know what the heck happened. Thanks, Patty. I'm making, I don't know if you've been here, how long you've been here, but I'm making a coffee bubbled paper. So I'm putting a ton of bubbles on here because I didn't use the Dawn dish soap. I used the just whatever. And it seemed like the bubbles weren't staying long enough for the stains to take place. So I'm redoing some of the papers and I'm going really hardcore with these bubbles. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to do another one of these too. This is another one. See how the bubbles fizzled out? What the heck? So let's try it with my new improved formula. Let some coffee get on there. Here we go. Okay, I got to keep the sock away from my mouth because I really don't want soap in my mouth. I must sound like Darth Vader. I sound insane. Anybody who's just coming on here doesn't know what the hell I'm doing. They're like, girl, you sound like Darth Vader. But look, I blew a lot of bubbles on here. So let me put this one aside. Okay, the rest of them are pretty good. There's one other one I could, yeah, there's another one I could redo. Let's redo this one. See the bubbles? This is one of the ones I did before I put more of the dish soap in there. Let me get my breath. Here we go. I was trying to think if I've done a video on this before. Have I done a video on this? I don't know if I did a video on this or not. Did I make this bubble paper on? I don't know. That's when you've done too many videos. You don't even remember what the hell you've done. Okay, I'll check chat in just a second, you guys. I'm going to put that aside. And I see chat going crazy, so I'll check it here in just a second. And this is the last one that I'm going to redo a little bit because, again, this was before I put more soap in the mixture. How magical this looks. Okay. Cool, huh? All right, so let me take this and put this on the ground and let this dry. Okay, we seem to be doing good with everything now that I put a ton more soap in the mixture. But if I was you, I would definitely get some Dawn. And you won't have to use so much of whatever soap. I used this one this time, but you're going to use a lot of that. I don't know how many tablespoons. You just got to put a lot. Like you got to put like probably, I don't know, to a cup of water, maybe a quarter cup of the dish soap because it took a lot. All right, let me clean myself up. And now I have a bunch of good coffee stained paper towels that I'll be using in things. So let's just put that aside. And let me draw up my station. Okay, and let me also read chats. I can see a lot of people either have comments, questions, or you guys are just talking. One of the two. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, you guys, you won't pass out, Adrian. It's it seems like it's hard, but it's not. It may sound like I'm blowing wind, but it's not hard at all, you guys. It's real easy. The bubbles come right through that sock. You don't have to worry. All right, I'll read more chat here just a second. Just want to get this so wet everywhere here. All right. Let me get some things cleared away from here so I can actually do some work. Or some different type of work. Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. Put this little sock over here. All right, let me read some more chat here. Thanks, Janice. Janice said, don't hyperventilate. I know it probably sounds like Darth Vader when I'm doing that. Yes, Artsy Girl, happy new moon eclipse. Okay. Patty Pary said, don't hyperventilate. We'll have to call 911. I know. It sounded way worse than it was, you guys. It really wasn't. It's not, you don't have to blow hard at all. I don't have that much air. I had COVID and I've had breathing issues ever since. And I can do it. So okay. Okay, just wanted to read. And if anyone I haven't said hello to, hello, I'm so happy to have you here. But I just went through the chat and I think I got everybody. Okay, so this is what that turns out. These are some of the examples. I'll just show again really quick that they should turn out like when they're dry. I might be able to show you some examples at the end. Hopefully they've dried enough. Some of them have. This is what you're looking at from the bubble paper. But if you're going to try it, you guys, honestly, I would just go ahead and get the Dawn. Use Dawn dish soap. You won't have to use so much. 3 or 4 tablespoons to a cup of water because it's so much stronger. You know, like I said, I think I probably put a 1/4 cup of this dish soap to a cup of water to make this. But the Dawn dish soap, the bubbles just want to stay on the paper longer, and that's what you need. You need the bubbles to want to stay. So, well, you guys, you know what? Now that I put a ton of about the 1/4 cup of dish soap to a cup of water, the bubbles are staying, so it's going to work out good. So if you're at the house and you don't have Dawn, do the other formula. Instead of the 3 or 4 tablespoons in the water, put a 1/4 cup for a cup of water. And then don't forget to mix in, and then I would probably, to the cup of water, I would put like 3/4 cup of coffee, maybe a 1/2 cup of coffee in that mixture. So you can get some nice dark coffee going. And I got that from Dollar Tree, that instant coffee. And I would mix it up with the instant coffee and not use the coffee that you're drinking with, because taking like 1 cup to 3/4 to 1 cup of this is really strong. So it's going to make some nice dark coffee bubbles. Okay, so that's what we're going for with the other stuff. So, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the embellishing part of this whole thing. I want to start embellishing some of this stuff with something. So, let me see. You know what I'm looking at is I'm going to probably do some embellishing here and here, but I'm going to leave this alone because I love They look like little cells, don't they? I love them. Okay, so let's do some Pellies. I'm going to do different mark making, intuitive writing, intuitive symbols, all of that. So let me get my stuff out for that. There's my brush. I got these Asian brushes from, for those who don't know, I got them from Daiso. You get 3 in a pack. And what I like about these Asian brushes, I have some other ones. They don't stay in a point, and I like to work with a point. The other ones don't stay in a point because they're not supposed to. It's for Japanese calligraphy, but these ones do, and they say that all 3 of them are pointed ones. So I really like working with these for this intuitive writing or intuitive symbols, or just plain symbols, period. So we're gonna be using that. I put this in a little jelly jar here, and this is the ink that I'm going to use, the black ink. And all it is I get this at Daiso also. Here in Las Vegas, we have a Daiso. I cannot believe it. So excited. I was supposed to go today, and I forgot. I'll try to go during the week. I want to get a bunch of these for giveaways, you guys. So I'll pick a bunch of these up, and I'll pick up a bunch of packs of these Asian calligraphy brushes, so I can put those in giveaways. So that's actually why I wanted to go. Okay, so but when I do my Pelli, I'm not actually going to use that. I'm trying to think what I want to use to draw my Pelli. Yeah, I just want to use a black marker pen. Please tell me I just have a plain black marker here, or I'm going to have to go and get one. I never have which. Oh, wait, maybe I do. I was just about to start talking crap, and I found it. Make sure that it writes. Yeah. All right, let me get some samples of some Pellis for myself that I like drawing. I have all these cheat sheets I've gotten off the computer. There's a Pelli I like. Maybe we'll draw that one. Then a bunch of drawing of African and native symbols. A lot of times the African and native symbols are very similar and have the same meanings a lot of times. Not always, but a lot of times they do. So I got these offline and I drew my own. So we'll be using some of these symbols on this paper. Okay. Got a whole bunch of Pellis right there that I can draw. So a bunch more Pellis from off the computer. A bunch more symbols that native and African symbols that I hand drew myself that I got from the computer. Pretty cool. All right. I just wanted to drag some stuff out so we have things to work with. Okay, let me draw this Pelli. Make sure you guys can see. Which Pelli am I drawing? All right, I see which one I'm going to do. I'll draw right here. If I get quiet, you guys, just know I'm focusing for a second. I know I'm silent, you guys, just a second. Drawing this takes a little bit of, it takes a little focus. I have to concentrate. Okay, there we go. The main part I have to concentrate on is when I'm doing the body. That's the main part I have to focus on. Otherwise, I don't have to focus as much, but just getting the body in. Because I'm doing it with the marker. I'm not doing it in pencil first. So if I mess up, it's all over with. No, I'm just kidding. If I messed up, I'll just turn it into something else. Whatever. Let's make these legs a little fatter. Not a lot fatter, just a little bit. Cool. So there's my Coco Pelli. Along this Coco Pelli, let's do some symbols. Let's see. Here's another cool Coco Pelli right here. And Coco Pellis are stand in the native culture stand for fertility, dance, music, good luck, merrymaking, which just means happiness. So, love that. Okay. I'm just looking for another symbol that I want to put right here. I think I'm going to put this here. So we're just doing different things to embellish the coffee bubble paper. We're also going to embellish some jelly prints that I have that I liked how they turned out, but I knew that they'd be great for embellishing them. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll probably turn some of these into printables, the ones that I really like. And put them in my Etsy shop. Oh, I know. You know what? We're at the end of the month. What is this going to be? May? So May printables will come out sometime next week, you guys. So you can look for those next week. And for sure, I'll be giving away May printables next week. I just haven't got them in the Etsy shop yet. So I'll be working on those tomorrow. I'll get those in the store. And they'll probably be, all the new printables for May will probably be in, everything will be on my Etsy shop by probably Wednesday. I'm seeing if I want to put another, I think I want to do intuitive writing right there. Okay, you know what? I'm good with this right here. I'm going to do, well, actually, let's do one more symbol right here. It just hit me. Oh my gosh, the wind just picked up here in Vegas. It wasn't windy before, but oh my gosh. And my husband just was cleaning the pool this morning. Oh, my husband's going to be mad. So this is another native symbol or African symbol. I say either one because a lot of times, like I said, a lot of times their symbols are similar or very, or the same. This one I don't know what it means. I haven't discovered it yet. But as soon as I discover, they don't always have what the symbols mean. But as soon as I find out, I will put it on here. On my cheat sheet. Because I do like to know what the symbols mean. Just looking to see if I want to do anything else. Yeah, right here. Let's do this one. You know what? I like that's more interesting. There was one that was like that. I'll make this a little bit fatter. There we go. All right, I haven't checked chat for a little bit, but I will. Oh, there's another Is that what that means? Serendipity? Yeah. There's another native / African symbol, and I love drawing it. I draw it all the time in my collages, and it means serendipity. Let me see if this pen works. It's this symbol here. I love it. I'm going to put it right here at the top. Oops. This one. I gotta do something with that one. I don't want to throw it away because these pens are beautiful from Jane Davenport. They're brush pens. She calls them brush calligraphy pens. They're also really good for intuitive writing. Okay. There we go. So that means serendipity. Isn't that fabulous? Love it. And I love this brush pen by Jane Davenport. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. And the reason I haven't thrown them away because they're so beautiful. So I just want to use this as like decor at this point now. I just need to pull it out of my thing so I don't use it again. All right, let me see what people are saying. Thanks, Artsy Girl. Yeah, Adrian, you're going to ask. Yeah, I will let you know every time I know what a symbol means. What happens is sometimes they just have all these symbols, but they don't always have the meaning. Sometimes they do have the meaning. So, and I'm always looking out to discovering the meanings of the different symbols. Cause I'm always looking them up and looking them up online in books. Okay, what else are people saying? Oh, I don't know, Patty. Patty said, since you can refill the pen, I wonder if you can dip it in ink and use it that way. I wonder. You know what? We'll try it. When I use my ink, I'll use this one. Let me put this one to the side. Because this one, like I said, is a goner. So we'll try that. And they're not refillable. I mean, are they, Patty? I don't think that. I didn't know Jane Davenport's pens were refillable. Are these refillable? It's just a brush. It's just a brush tip marker. Okay, yeah, they're not refillable as far as I know. But I have another one because who gave me Jeannie, the Duchess? She gave me a nice little package of mixed media stuff, and she gave me one of these. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was like, "Thank you." Xander would know. Okay. Just going back up to see if anyone has questions. Janice, yeah, I know you didn't get your digis because I don't know if you got the message, but I messaged you that you need to download them, and then I gave directions of how to download them, or at least download them to your computer. So, because my husband let me know that I was using too much ink, so I needed to make these things as I do in my Etsy shop. I need to make them printable, so that's why I am doing it that way. So look for the message that I gave you. If not, I'll continue directions again. Okay, let me see if anybody else has anything to say. Patty says, it's a permanent mistake. LOL. Make tons of those. Exactly. Like, whatever. After you do so much art, like, you know, it's nice. You're not even afraid of making the mistakes anymore. Plus, you can usually turn it into something else anyway. I know. We just got a Daiso here about, well, we got it in December. I only discovered it like maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago. I'm like, how the heck do we have a Daiso in Las Vegas since December and I did not know about it? Because I'm obsessed with Daiso. Oh, Patty says she's seen people do the bubble paper with watercolors too. Cool. I think she did say that you can do it. Yes, I think she did say you could do it with watercolors. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. I'll have to do some with watercolors. Okay. Okay, I think I responded to pretty much everyone. And if you have a question or comment, make sure you put it in capitals so that I see it. Okay, guys? Okay. All right, so I just did some symbols there. Let's do some intuitive writing on the other side. And then I'm going to do an intuitive symbol on this side. And we're going to leave the middle alone because I like how this looks. Is that a good enough reason why? And then I can tear stuff out. This can not just, I wouldn't just use this in one collage. I might tear the bubble paper out. I might tear the symbols out that I did here. I may tear this part out. So you can use, this is just embellishing this so you can use it in so many different ways. So I'm going to do a couple rows of this intuitive writing. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting silent, you guys. I'm focusing. All right. So I did a bunch of intuitive writing right there. So how I do my intuitive writing, I learned this from Robin McClendon. I mean, not the exact way it's called intuitive writing. So nobody's writing is exactly the same, of course. You do your own thing. But how I do mine, because, you know, it didn't just, she said hers just came naturally to her and she just started, you know, doing this type of, just her own type of writing. It didn't come natural to me. So I was like, what the heck am I doing? So what I do is I'll take like, let's take the letter E. And I really start stylizing and then I break the E up. So I made the E backwards, right? Then I put a line here, I put a line here. You can take an F, go the right way, do a line there and do a line there. Now these don't even look. I'll do another E going the other way. The shape of an E, see? And I'll go here, and I'll go here and here. So I just take a regular letter, and then deform the heck out of it. And then I'm able to and then from there you can just deform the heck out of it, and then it becomes your own language. It becomes your own words, your own letters. Take the letter T like this and just go like that, and then put some lines in it. Make a Z and go backwards with it and throw a line over it, and maybe a line there. See, now it doesn't even just look like a Z. So that's what I did to start my intuitive writing. Over here, let's do an intuitive symbol. Let me move this over so I'm not in the way of this stupid arm. I'm going to get this arm out of my damn video. I did it once and I can't figure out what the heck I need to do to get that arm out of there. Anyway. All right. I want to do an intuitive symbol. I might do a couple intuitive symbols over here. I'm trying to think if I want to use this or if I want to use I'll use this. So I'm just doing an intuitive symbol. And I also learned this from Rob McClendon, just letting your hand just make symbols, whatever it does. Trust it and see what happens. So this is cool. There. So I just made 2 intuitive symbols of my own. It's just, they're in there, they're in your hand. Just let them come out. There we go. So this is an awesome piece of paper that we could do so much stuff with. We could rip this part out using collages or mixed media backgrounds. We got some symbols here. We can rip those out. I could rip both of them out. I could rip out this whole little section here of symbols and then my intuitive writing. So this is just really cool. I might even come back with this and throw in a little bit, once it dries, throw in a little bit of distress inks, a little bit. So, but let's just let this go for now. Oh, I did want to see, is this the one that's messed up? Oh, this is the good one. Just a second. Oh, I guess I'm not going to do it. You know what? This other one's working now. This other calligraphy pen's working now. So I don't want to dip that in ink. I was going to try, as soon as it dries out completely, I'll dip it in ink and we can figure out what the heck is going on. Oh yeah, the bubble paper is working out nice behind me. You guys, the bubbles are still there doing their thing to that paper, to the mixed media paper. Remember, if you're going to make the bubble paper, use mixed media paper. Okay, I'm going to get a jelly print out and we're going to work on that. I might do this one. This is one of my jelly prints that'd be good to work on. Well, I have quite a few though. That'd be cool. Look at this one. Gorgeous. Let's see what we want to do with this. All right. I'm just looking at it and seeing what I want to do. Okay, it came to me. I just wait for things to come to me. So this right here, this jelly print, which I absolutely love. Look how beautiful it is. I hope I have a print just of the jelly print because it's very old wall looking. I really like it. I'm going to do some intuitive symbols on here. I'm going to do one big one here and one big one here so that we can rip them out and use them in the collages. Okay, so we did one there. Let's do one here. Oh shoot, I just dipped it in the coffee. Almost dipped in the coffee again. What is my problem? All right, I like that. Let's make that a little more dramatic. All right, so I just did 2 symbols right there. And then I can rip this in half and use this symbol in a collage and use this side of the symbol in a collage. So just that. You know what? I see something else in this I want to do. Cool. And let's do... I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I am. There we go. I like it better now. Check it out. So there's an intuitive symbol and another intuitive symbol over there. And I left this alone here so we could rip that out and use these whole things in a collage as intuitive symbols. Okay. We'll put this down on the ground and then let me read chat. All right, what are people saying? Hey Pamela, how are you doing? Glad to have you here, girl. Hey Carrie, how are you doing? Yes, Pamela from Pamela's World is the queen of Dollar Tree hauls. She has the most awesome hauls. She be finding the goods. Okay, you guys watch her channel. She finds the goods. Love you, Pamela. Yeah, Adrian, I don't think so. I tried with the doing the coffee bubble paper. I tried using watercolor paper. I tried using cardstock. I tried using regular paper, and nothing worked as good as mixed media paper. I mean, you can go ahead and experiment yourself just to, you know, make sure, but that's what I found with my experiment. So that's what I found out. Let's do this one. So let's embellish this paper. For one, before I even start doing any type of intuitive writing or symbols or whatever, let's do some Tim Holtz Distress inks because it needs it. All right, let me pull some of these out. My main ones that I like. I love Distress Oxide Walnut Stain, Rusty Hinges, of course, Brush Corduroy. Do I have vintage? Okay, Walnut Stain, I love. So I have Walnut Stain Oxide and Walnut Stain inks. I just interchange all of them. And then I have some Aged Mahogany, which I love. It's one of my favorite colors. Also, let me pull some of my brushes. My makeup brushes for this. Okay. And I like to use these. You get them at, well, they're not colored. They're actually these ones are the exact ones. $1 each at Dollar Tree. If you see them, pick up a bunch because they don't always have them. These I got at a generic dollar store originally. And then a couple months later, I saw these. I was so excited. So I have tons. So I probably have enough for every color plus extras. Okay. Let me close up this ink before I hit that ink and everything goes everywhere. All right. Also, I think I got some ink right here. Yep. Try to stay above the messes. Okay. Yeah, aren't those brushes at Dollar Tree amazing? I love them. You know what's weird is I don't love them for my makeup, but I love them for using in these. I love using it for these Tim Holtz Distress Oxide or inks, and I also like using them for the Jane Davenport pastel palettes. So, all right. Let me stop talking. Start moving my hands. I'm going to use the Distress Oxide vintage photo. And for the sake of time and wetness and water and drawing, I'm not going to wet these. But when you get the oxides, if you haven't worked with these before, these are fabulous. After you put them on and then spray them with water, they do an oxidation, and it's really cool. But we've done enough with water today and drying time. I got so much stuff drying on the ground. I can't be doing any more things that involve drawing because I don't have any more room on the ground. I really, you know what I need to do? They have them. They have self-standing clotheslines. I need to get one of those because then that way I could just take all my papers that I'm drawing and put them on a clothesline, and they can hang vertically. And that way I could do a whole lot more, and they don't have to sit all over my studio on the floor. I'm getting one. I'm going on Amazon after this to check out a clothes drying line, self-standing. I'm looking around my craft room and seeing if I can't just put a clothesline in my craft room, like above my window or something. I don't know. But I always have jelly prints drying, coffee stain paper drying, now bubble paper drying. So I've always got stuff going. So I really need the room. So I'm just putting my favorite vintage photo just in different areas. Hey, Butterfly Mom, am I working fast enough? She's always like, girl, you've been going fast. I can't help it. I talk fast. I work fast. I can't help it. Maybe it's good for videos because I'm not him-humming along too much, but then I could be accused of going too fast. Okay, so now we have this. See how just, you know, every little layer just improves things. I'm going to put this aged mahogany on here because I'm obsessed with this color. It's so rich. I love it. Let me find a brush for this aged mahogany. I don't think I have a brush dedicated to this aged mahogany. I don't know why. Oh, this looks like the aged mahogany I was using. Yeah. All right. And I will read chat in a minute. So I'm just putting this aged mahogany in just little places here and there. So what this was originally was a jelly print. That was a really light jelly print. And then I took a script stamp with some dark brown like espresso ink on an ink pad and stamped it all over it. So I had already done that. And now I am, you know, putting these distressed inks on here. I could bring this camera down a little bit more. Oh, see what that does. Bring that down a little more. And I'll check chat here in a minute. Let me just get a little further along here with what I'm doing. Okay, this is that aged mahogany color. Isn't that pretty? So whenever you have jelly prints that are just kind of light, you could just layer them up a little bit more with more jelly prints. Save some, put them aside so you can do some stuff like this to them. That's what I say. Let me tell you something else that's really cool is to take something like this and to spray it with the coffee water. This here that I told you that I learned also from Rob McClendon. This is for dark, a cup of water to 3/4 to 1 cup of instant coffee. Shake it up, put in some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, I don't know, just pour some in there and it'll act as a preservative. This is also good to spray the distress oxides. And you know what? I just said I wasn't going to do it because I have too much wet stuff everywhere, but I want to take the coffee. So instead of just spraying this with water to make this oxide out, I'm going to spray it with the coffee. I wasn't going to do it, but I just think this is going to look cool. So I'm going to move this around because that's just going to make it more interesting, right? And then the oxidation will take place And instead of with just regular water, it's going to take, I'm doing it with coffee. And I did this already. It turned out really cool. Okay, so I'm just going to let this, I'm going to put this down on the ground and let this dry. And I'll show you these things before we get off camera. So let that dry. Oh, it's already looking cool, you guys. Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay. Let me dry my table. Look at me just lying, saying I wasn't going to get anything else wet. And then I did. And then I did it. Okay. Let's do another one. I got quite a few pages here to work on. Let's work on another piece of the bubble paper. So this is what this bubble paper turned out like. Isn't that gorgeous? But there's some spots here where it you know, it didn't turn out as gorgeous. So let me kind of scoot over a little bit so you guys can see. Make sure I'm scooted. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I come down close to what that does. That's better. Okay, let me see what people are saying. Thanks, Pamela. Oh, the hot glue guns from Dollar Tree are a fire hazard? Okay. I hadn't bought one. I had so many glue guns, I just didn't buy it. I just said, you know what? I'm not going to buy the glue gun because I already have like 6 of them. So I'm glad to know they're a fire hazard and I haven't bought one. Oh, those glue guns are recalled? Dang, I'm glad I didn't buy the darn thing. Hey, Affordable Crafty, how are you doing? Affordable Crafty used them too, and she said they constantly were leaking. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't buy that that glue gun from Dollar Tree. Affordably Crafty said you can return that glue gun for a refund. And I almost went nuts and bought a whole bunch of them just so I had a bunch of glue guns stocked. But then I thought, I don't know how they work. And I don't know. I just never bought it. Okay. Okay. Okay, Affordable Craft says she posted a fellow YouTuber video with details in her Facebook group. So go to Affordable Crafty's Facebook group. She said she has someone who's talking about that whole thing. About it, I guess, as being a fire hazard. Can you imagine you spend $1 at the Dollar Tree and all of a sudden you're catching your craft room or your space on fire? My goodness. Okay, I'm not going to put anything on this part because I'm loving this. This will be ripped out for collages or backgrounds. But here, this is a perfect base for some all the stuff I like to do. So let me put these over here. There we go. Oh, I just never have enough space. It's ridiculous. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm looking for some more symbols that I want to pair. Don't we do another Coco Pelli? Let's do another Coco Pelli, I think. Let me just look through my... These are my little Native American and, Native and African symbols that I have researched out on the computer. What did I do on my last one? Yeah, let's do another Coco Pelli. I'm going to do it right here. You guys, when I draw, I get a little bit silent, so sorry. I have to focus. I'm under high stress right now. Just kidding. I'm not stressed. There's no expectation. I mean, it's not like anybody, no Cocopelli's the same, so you can do whatever you want. You know? Okay, and we'll put these little things on them. There we go. And gotta have some arms, right? There we go. There we go. Felt like there should be another one of these. I don't know why. Maybe another one then. All right, that looks cool. Let me make these arms a little bit fatter. I'm just fattening up these little things here. There we go. All right, so there's our little funky Cocopelli. I'm just seeing if I want the legs to be a little bigger. Yeah, I did. So let's just make the legs a little fatter. There we go. All right, there's my Cocopelli. Thanks, Adrian. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, I know. Who knows how to spell Cocopellis? It's not a word you say every day. What's weird is I used to live in Arizona for I lived there for most of my life until I was like 36. I moved to Vegas. But Cocopellis are on everything. And because there's so many, there's a lot of native history in Arizona. Streets are named, have native names. There's Cocopellis on everything. Pottery, jackets, hats, purses, art. The Cocopellis everywhere. I came to Vegas, there's no Cocopellis anywhere. It's really weird. Anyway, for me, because I'm so used to seeing them. And a Cocopelli stands for fertility, celebration, dance, music, merrymaking, which is dancing, celebration, party, good luck, joy. So that's what Cocopelli stand for. Okay. I was just reading comments, making sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay. Very good. So, there's another Cocopelli. Thanks, Janice. I'm just going to look and see if there's anything, what else I want to draw. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking. All right. What happens is I just sit here and I wait. Things come to me. So I just kind of wait for things to come to me, like what I want to do. That's what I like about it. The whole thing's intuitive. I wait for something to come to me and then I go for that. I'm going to do an intuitive symbol again. And I think doing these intuitive symbols, it also teaches you to trust yourself. To trust that you have something inside you that you know you want to get out, and just trust yourself. And look, that was a mistake. See that original little dot that I did here? And I thought, okay, I dripped on here, so let's just put a few more drips. Perfect. Just looking to see if I want any other. So I love that these two symbols by each other. I think that looks cool. And then let's go over here. And I'm just going to do some intuitive writing right here. Making sure you guys can see everything. Maybe I need to move some things out of the way. Move that up a little bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do one more little set of intuitive writing here. Okay. I might add a couple up here. There we go. All All right, and we're going to leave this alone here because that's some coffee staining that I want to rip that out and put in a collage right here. And then we have some Cocoa Pellies, a intuitive symbol, and some intuitive writing, which is going to be cool. We'll let this dry. I'm going to add probably some Tim Holtz Distress inks and stuff to that. But we will let that dry. Just looking to see if this one's dry yet. Nope, it's still drying. Oh my gosh, it's already 3:57. It's already almost 4 o'clock, you guys. Oh my gosh, time goes so fast. We're at the end of the show here. I wasn't even paying attention to the time at all. Okay, let me just look and see what people are saying. Hi, Carolyn. How are you doing? Glad to have you. Hi, Mari. Glad you're here. Draw one of the Cocoa Pellies the opposite way? Okay. I might have to do that next week because I think we're running out of time. Thanks, Carrie. Oh, you've been here, Mari? Okay. You just said hello right now. Dang, Artie Girl says she has a music festival on her street. 80 acts, 20 stages. That's crazy. Okay. Well, you guys, I can't believe it's already 4 o'clock. We're done. That's crazy. Well, you know what? I spent a lot of time doing the bubble paper. Oh, I wanted to show you the, let me rinse out my pen. I wanted to show you what the bubble paper looked like. Let me see if it's, look at the ground. Yeah, I can't show you because the bubble paper is not, it still has, the bubbles are still there. So you just have to sit there and just wait for the bubbles to dissipate. And once they dissipate and the paper dries, then you have your bubble paper. Okay, sorry you guys, I just have to rinse out my brush because I'm obsessed with this brush and I cannot find. So I have to take care of it right now. So just a second. I'll read chat while I clean this brush. Then we'll go ahead and do the giveaway. No problem, Pamela. I understand. Your little grandbabies come first before anything. You gotta make sure they're doing good. Okay. All right, just had to clean out my beautiful little pointed calligraphy brush, which I love. Okay. All right, let me just clean up a little bit here, and then we'll do a giveaway, a couple giveaways. Okay, just reading if anyone has anything to say. Okay. Okay. So, let me just make sure that I don't have too much. Let me clean my table. Make sure I don't have anything on the table. Oh, I always have such a mess when I'm done doing all this. Just a mess. Okay. Oh, I just wanted, this is not for the giveaway, but I just wanted to show you guys this. When I got, my husband had those tote bags made up. He also had a jacket. You guys, I'll show it next week. He put my girl, this artwork right here. Remember, I have a tote bag that I gave away with my artwork on there, with my girl on there, and then the mixed media background. Well, my husband sent away for a jacket, and the whole jacket has this girl on it, front and back. I'll show it next week. I'll show it before I get started so I can make sure that everything's nice and clean. But isn't this cute? So they sent this for free with the jacket. It's just a, you know, a purse, a long one that you can put around you. But I thought, how cute she put, and she did on both sides. It's so cute. I'm so excited. It'll be great for like whenever I can return to Disneyland or any of those places. But see, I love taking bags like this. So you just have a little bag. I might start carrying this in my regular purse. So if I just want a little bag, I can do that. Anyway, I just want to show you how cute it is. All right. Yeah, everybody's saying that's cute. I couldn't believe they gave it to me for free. I'm like, oh, thanks. Okay, I'm getting the giveaway stuff out. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay, we have the Desert Blooms coloring book. Okay. And by next week, I'll have some of the, hopefully, the ink and those calligraphy brushes to go in the giveaway. These two notebooks, which are so cool. Look how cool that one is. You can color this in. And it's just a notebook, but it's so cute. And this is another notebook, I think. It's a journal, so you can journal on one side and color on the other. Pretty fun. So those two are a gift together. If you like trolls, I have a troll notepad and a troll little journal. That's another giveaway. The wall decals. You put two of these on a what do you call it? On a canvas board or a hard book cover, and you can make what do you call them? Oh my god, my brain sometimes. Texture plates like this. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a video on them. Just go through my playlist, my mixed media playlist, and you'll see how to make those. It's very simple. And let me see if there's anything. Well, there's more stuff, but let me see. Find a couple more things. A couple more things. Nothing's better than choices. Well, this is pretty. Okay, also, I have so many notepads, you guys, because I'm such a notepad freak. You guys don't understand, my notepad collection is out of hand. My notepads are out of hand. Pom-poms, pens, planners, notebooks. It's insane how much stuff I have like that. So anyway, this is another one. This says Free Spirit. It's really pretty. And then another notepad says Choose Joy. So those two. I'm just looking to see what else I have. I want to throw anything else. I think that's enough for this week. Just trying to make sure there's nothing else I want to put out this week. Yeah, I think. Oh, you know, I'll do one more thing. We'll do this. It's a 2022 calendar. And you can use it for a calendar, but also it just has the coolest farmhouse type of a calendar. So this is what they look like. Aren't they fabulous? You can rip these out, use them in artwork, use them in journals, junk journals, art journals, collages. They're very cool. So that'll be one thing for a giveaway too. All right, so let me get my pad paper out and my pen. Where's both of those? Okay, there's the pad of paper. Now I need to find a pen. I have 20 million pens. All right, we'll just use this marker. Okay, so the rules for the giveaway are, let me just make sure no one has anything to say. Okay, bye, Patty. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Okay, so some of the rules are only put one name. Make sure you only put your name once. Whoever gets the number first, even if you haven't put your number down, I call it because it's the only way for me to keep track of the number. So as soon as I see the number, I call it right then. Even if you didn't put a number down, I just call it right then because the easiest way to go ahead and call the number that I write down. What's the other one? When I say that it's closed, if a number comes in a couple seconds later, we'll accept it because there is a lag. If you won the first time, you can't join the second time, just so everybody gets a chance to win. And I think that's all the rules. Let's go. Okay, let me write a number down. And don't put a number down until I say go. Okay? So, oh, and let me see. It's going to be number 1 through 17. Okay, I wrote my number down. Go. Okay, Carrie got it. It's 15. There we go. So, Carrie, I'm pretty sure I have your information, Carrie. Don't worry about giving me your information. I'm pretty sure I have it. So, if I don't, I'll contact you. And Carrie, what is your name? Just your regular name besides your YouTube, just to make sure I have those together. Two things, Carrie. What do you want for your winnings, and then also what name do you go by in your address? Just so I can make sure I look that up in my list of addresses. So I'm just waiting for Carrie to let me know what she wants. Did Carrie say what she wanted yet? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, Carrie, I have your name. Barnaba Ocampo. Yeah, I know that I've sent you things before, so I do have your address. So notepad, the one to the right of you. So to the right of me is this. So I'm thinking it's this. Let me know if it's this one. Is this it, Carrie? I'm just waiting for Carrie to let me know. Yep, okay. So, Carrie, your name will go with this. So there we go, Carrie. You're all set with that. We'll put that aside for you. And then we'll do one more giveaway. How many people do we have watching now? Dang, we just had 17. Now 17. Now we have 9 people. Crazy. Okay, so it's going to be 1 through 9. Okay, so it's numbers 1 through 9. Go. Mari got it. Number 9. See? Okay, Mari, so what do you want? So I'm just waiting to see what Mari wants. And Mari, I think I've sent you stuff before also, so I'm pretty sure I have your address too. Mari, let me embossing plate thingy. Okay, this. Mari, what is your what's your regular name? So I make sure I do your YouTube name with your, if you don't mind me asking. I mean, some people have a YouTube name for a reason, so if you do, no problem. you can just message me. Okay. Yeah, I have your name. So this is what I have to start doing because I started getting things messed up and I got so behind in sending stuff out because I was getting people's YouTube names not mixed up with their real names. It was starting to be a disaster. Okay, so Mari, there you go. You won these. Okay, you guys, I had fun today. I hope you guys had fun. Just learning on how to make some more papers and embellishing more papers and just doing a bunch of fun stuff. Hope you guys liked it. Let me put that stuff right here. I'll put it right there. Yay to the winners. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. Thanks for joining me. I had a blast like always. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. And thank you to my monitors. Just see if anyone else has anything to say. Okay. Wonderful, you guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys. See you guys next Sunday. See you next Sunday, 2 o'clock Pacific time, okay? Toodaloo. Bye, guys.